Dude, okay, so I pulled 10, right? And I laid them out 5 and 5, and then I pulled 3 more. And as I'm staring at these, I thought it was funny because, okay, so like 555 is the one at the top, right? So I feel like definitely good things are coming. Yeah, and we just got the biggest whiff of gas. So I'm like, you could be literally like filling up the car and just going somewhere. You and the fam. But so, okay, hang on. Okay, so as I'm looking at these cards, right, next to 555, Peach Selenite came out. So emotional transformation. This is good for skin health. It's healing. It helps heal emotional trauma, sacral chakra. It basically, like, you're manifesting clarity. And peach selenite is also used to charge other crystals. So then I'm thinking like you may just resonate with the peach selenite properties because your energy is like what charges other people up. You know what I mean? Also good for spiritual awareness and growth. So I feel like at this time, you're just watching in real time, you yourself spiritually advance. Like the veil is thinner and thinner for you, and I feel like it's all around just a good feeling. Like you can feel yourself transforming. And I thought that was cool that these were next to each other, and I wrote the 555 literally in a peach marker. So I was like, ew. Okay, so then I have Parasite Cleanse, which we already talked about, right? Also next to it was Cut Out Dairy. It could be too, something that you're specifically eating is bringing out like the feelings that stem from a parasitic infection. There could be something dairy related that's making it worse, like making you more uncomfortable physically. All right, so then 888 came out. So just more abundance coming your way. And then it was right next to ashwagandha, which is a mushroom that helps with anxiety. You can get this like in capsules or even like a powder. We get from our extract store. He sells it as like a powder you just mix into a drink. But there could be a stress. How do I want to say? Like needing to calm down on the inside to allow the abundance to flow in. I feel like it's still going to come to you regardless, but it's like I was going to say almost like a broom, like spiritual maintenance to allow everything to just flow. And to don't stress yourself out with money. You know what I mean? You can always just do what you can and don't feel like you ever have to go out of your way. You know what I'm saying? If it's not aligned with everything that you need to just pay and handle and keep yourself at a calm level. If that makes sense. I feel like I just babbled it, but just there's going to be some kind of surprise to where it's going to feel like you're just going to laugh at what you did stress about in the moment. You're going to be like, oh, wow. Okay, so then aloe vera, which I did a collective this week, and these both actually came out. So aloe vera, definitely good for gut function, skin health, right? Same with the peach selenite. And they do have, depending what grocery stores, but they do have a really good just aloe in a drink form. Not the ones that have like sugar and stuff in them, but there's a specific brand, I think it's like Lighthouse or something. It's in a glass bottle, but it's just natural aloe vera. They even have it at Walmart. It's just literally the aloe vera filling in it. Also really good to keep you hydrated. You know what I mean? If you are feeling stressed out or anxiety, remember that too. Just everything being in flow. Sometimes when you're dehydrated, it's like you obviously don't realize it after a day or two of being dehydrated, but everything that just needs to be working properly. Okay, and then turmeric came out again. And I feel an emphasis with this too, maybe on the days that you do have dairy, incorporating turmeric I was gonna say it was a couple years ago, I literally would just do a spoonful of turmeric with a little bit of water and just do that as a shot. If you have other things that you can incorporate in it and just make your own health shot, you know, like whatever you have. I was doing that too with clove powder, even mixing them together, clove, turmeric. But yeah, whatever you have, and it doesn't have to be a whole lot of water, but you're taking that in, and this is really going to help reduce inflammation. Okay, and then just a couple more confirmations, because we already talked about these also, but activated charcoal, definitely, it's a must-have, right? It's gonna pretty much just grab everything, any toxin that's not supposed to be in your body that a lot of times we're eating through food, right? Especially when it's like processed foods or anything with any kind of dye, red 40, yellow number 6, whatever, all of these like intentional, like body harming things that are purposely put in our food. This is going to bind it all together and flush it out. And then I love that you already have lemon balm, but I also have lemongrass on the card. So I'm not sure if this is indicating maybe any kind of like a possible cavity, some kind of dental problem that could be causing your body to feel uneasy, because the lemon balm is obviously calming anxiety and the lemongrass is really good for oral health. So this could just be a sign too to incorporate lemongrass just with, you know what I mean? I was going to say it, dental hygiene, keeping up with that in just a very natural way. And then we have hydrogen peroxide. And I'm pretty sure I said this in your last reading too, but I swish this around and I use this to brush my teeth. Awesome too. Especially if you're doing the lemongrass, it's just gonna really power out the things that, some dental things that are sold in the stores. Like, it's not solving the problem. It's kind of just creating the way for you to go to the dentist, and it's not fixing like the actual problem. Okay, and then adjust your diet to raise your vibration came out. I feel like we already talked about this, but just keep this in mind. Like, what I'm getting is keep this in mind on days that you feel like it's just like not your day or things aren't going your way. In that moment, I almost said digest, taking in something that's, you know, is going to help you, like lift your vibe, and it's almost going to be like a, what's the word? Placebo? A placebo effect too. So like just knowing that you're taking in, you know what I mean, what you know is going to raise your vibe, it's going to double it because your mind's already telling yourself like this is what you need type of thing. Okay, 818. And then the last one I got was fresh new energy. So this, I feel like if there are, like if you have curtains, this could be your sign to wash your curtains, wash the things that, you know what I mean? Like you don't need to do, but they still hold on to energy. So either like dusting a certain area of your home that needs to be dusted, or washing curtains, something like basically things that collect energy that you don't realize, and giving them a good wash, and you're gonna feel it physically. This could even be cleaning out your clothes, like specific items that aren't benefiting you. You don't wear these things, but they're taking up space, they're taking up energy in your home. So just needing to physically clear things out, and it's going to make room for fresh new energy. Just all the good things that are coming to you, you know what I mean? That's part of the spiritual hygiene too. It's not just your physical body, it's your surroundings. We also like to sage and Palo Santo, just things like that are like, so your space is good. Okay, I thank you so much, dude. I feel like I really babbled through this, but I really liked what I pulled, so I hope you like this. And if anybody else wants to book, just let me know. 7-minute readings for 11/11. Ew! And this is my peach selenite. Ew.